The stage lights dimmed, and the room filled with silence. The audience leaned forward, curious and expectant, waiting to see who would step into the spotlight. Then, a boy appeared, small, shy, his clothes simple, almost too big for him. He clutched the microphone like it was his lifeline, eyes filled with both fear and determination. At that moment, no one knew that this boy was about to change everything. His name was Miguel, a 12-year-old boy from a small village in the Philippines. Life had never been easy for him. His father had passed away when he was just 7, leaving his mother to raise him and his younger sister on her own. Money was always short. Miguel would help by selling candies on the streets, singing quietly to himself as he walked home. Music became his escape, his way of forgetting the hunger, the loneliness, and the struggles of daily life. Miguel's love for music came from his father. Before he died, his father would sing old classics while fixing fishing nets, and Hotel California was one of his favorites. Miguel memorized every word, every note. Singing it was his way of feeling close to his father, as if he were still there, watching over him. But Miguel never imagined he would one day sing it in front of the world. The opportunity came unexpectedly. A talent show was being held in the city, and one of Miguel's teachers, who had heard him singing in class, insisted he audition. At first, Miguel was terrified. He had never performed for strangers, let alone judges and cameras. But his mother gently held his hand and said, "Sing for your father, Miguel. Sing for us." With her encouragement, he agreed. Now, standing on the stage, Miguel took a deep breath. The first chords of the music played, and his trembling voice began. At first, it was soft, uncertain, but then it grew stronger, warmer, carrying the raw pain and love inside him. As he sang Hotel California, the audience could feel it, every note carried the weight of his story, every word a cry from his heart. The judges, who had seen countless performers before, sat frozen. One of them, a seasoned musician, lowered his pen and wiped away a tear. Another leaned forward, captivated by the boy's soul shining through each lyric. And in the crowd, people began to cry, mothers, fathers, even strangers who didn't know his story. They could feel his truth, his loss, and his hope. For Miguel, the stage faded away. He wasn't singing for fame or money. He was singing for his father, for the nights they spent under the stars, for the dreams they had whispered about. His voice cracked at times, but that only made it more real. It wasn't just a performance, it was a piece of his soul. When the final note echoed in the hall, there was silence. Then suddenly, the room erupted with applause. People stood, clapping, cheering, tears running down their faces. The judges pressed the golden buzzer, and confetti rained down. Miguel stood there, stunned, holding back tears of his own. For the first time, he felt seen. Backstage, his mother rushed to him, hugging him tightly. "Your father would be so proud," she whispered. Miguel couldn't speak. All he could do was cry into her shoulder, the weight of his journey washing over him. The challenges Miguel faced were not just about poverty or loss, but about believing in himself when the world seemed so heavy. He had to overcome the fear of rejection, the doubt that his voice mattered, the pain of remembering his father while trying to move forward. But through it all, he discovered something powerful: his voice could touch lives, not just his own, but countless others. His performance went viral. People from around the world shared his story, inspired by his courage and authenticity. Strangers sent messages of love and support, some even offering help for his education and his family. For Miguel, it wasn't just about winning a golden buzzer or applause. It was about realizing that his hardships had shaped a gift that could heal hearts. By the end of his journey, Miguel wasn't just a poor boy from a small village. He was a symbol of hope, a reminder that even in the hardest times, beauty can rise from pain. His story told the world that no dream is too far, and no voice is too small, if it comes from the heart. And as people replayed his heartfelt performance of Hotel California, many cried again, not just because of the song, but because of the boy who sang it.